She said
In the October move out.
the end of October.
Yeah.
What that? Wow.
That's what you told me. They were gonna get in the October move out.
At the end of this month, I move out.
Look like they gonna do it.
She got another job. Black man went up and shot a Mexican.
customers. Now, instead of wasting money, Mike is looking to save it with AmeriSave's great rates. See how much you could save at AmeriSave.com.
So Gabby's family, they just want answers and they want her home safe. Her aunt and uncle, he is also Gabby's godfather, join us live. Stephen and Danielle Cantillo, thank you both for the time and I'm sure the emotional effort it takes to be with us tonight. She looks like a joyful, adventurous young woman. What is the most helpful thing for you all tonight? We're going to show pictures. Can you tell us anything you know about the last area that she was, or you suspect she may be now? What information do you want us to have?
We just want people to keep sharing her photo. We want people to keep trying to pull a tip line. We just want to get as much exposure as we can for her to just get some answers. We're searching. And it's hard, and we just want to just keep getting as much exposure as we can and just find her.
Yeah, I mean, if you see something, you see someone that looks like her on the general area, please, like my husband said, pull up a trend line.
And like the parents, the same thing, where there's some.
Searching. And we just try to send you courage and that's your sweet and pray for his thank you for the time.
That boyfriend got something he not telling. I supposed to be getting two do-rags from this nigga here, man. I don't know what's wrong. Where's my package? I'm not gonna buy another one there. Where's my first one? I don't know when he sent my pack out.
Gotta know your worth, know your worth. When you up and they behave, that shit the worst.
That boyfriend know what she had. Boy, he killed her.
Crisis can happen unexpectedly to him, and though it may seem like a small barrier,
vaccine mandates hit a roadblock. See why Arab judges have put some mandates on hold, at least for now.
What to expect that
After the woman got out, it's a man that opened fire on officers. They returned fire, hitting that man in the arm. Police say he is expected to survive, and the woman broke her leg, and that's all. In a statement, SNL says that this is most about this is integrity and generosity. That's what the sound of that mind.
Chance for them to have a one son.
I want to check it out.
Well, let me tell you, the lineup is looking good.
That's us. Kathy Petito hasn't been heard from in weeks after disappearing from the WhatsApp groups. To answer one key question, here's News 4's Anjali Hempel.
Gabby Petito never goes outside.
Loved ones of Gabby Petito are still desperately waiting to hear her voice after nearly 3 weeks of radio silence.
Gabby, we love you. If you're hearing this, please, grab somebody's phone, call us, contact us. We'll come get you in minutes.
It was back on July 2nd when Petito left her mother's Blue Point house on Long Island with her fiancé Brian Laundrie for a road trip out west.
We've talked to him.
The couple frequently posted about their adventures on social media, and late last month, the updates stopped. Gabby last texted her mother on August 30th.
She's still missing. She still needs our help.
Over the weekend, investigators recovered the 2012 white Ford van from the couple's cross-country road trip at Laundrie's parents' house in Southwest Florida. Investigators are now processing it for evidence, but they are still waiting to speak to her fiancé.
I think most people would think that this individual might have some details as far as last time he saw it, the last word about it. Yeah, I think it has not been helpful that we have not been able to talk.
Laundrie is not cooperating with police. Instead, his family released a statement from an attorney that reads in part, "It's our understanding that a search has been organized for Ms. Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. On behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope that the search for Ms. Petito is successful and that Ms. Petito is reunited with her family." However, those words not sitting well with Gabby's father, who's furious over Laundrie's lack of cooperation.
You want to get those answers and then move on. You don't do what he's doing. That's crap.
Thank you so much for joining us on News 4 Now. We'll see you.
What is this place? Where are we going?
It's my secret spot.
Really?
Yeah, not even your mama know.
I'm Rick Stafford, and I represent the Schmidt and the Petito family. I have a letter that they want to send to Christopher and Rosetta Laundrie, and I'm going to read it at this time, and then I'll take limited questions. Christopher and Rosetta Laundrie, you're writing this letter to ask find our door. We understand you are going through a difficult time, and your instinct is strong to protect yourself. We ask you to put yourselves in our shoes. You haven't been able to sleep or eat. And all we want is for Gabby to protect you. Listen. Our family is devastated. Every day that this goes on, they get more and more desperate. And I will not. I know they were out here. Gabby's brother had a graduation from a local high school, from the school, and she came up for that, spent time with their family, and then I believe on July 2nd, they began the prayer. I'm sorry. I'm not going to discuss when they became aware of the video or anything to do with it. Thank you. Again, we're not going to discuss anything about that incident. We were asked by the FBI not to say. Out in Wyoming, you guys know, he used to be there. We have family in New York,
obviously I'm gonna get you the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit. Okay. You want? That was perfect. As long as you get back to your parents, okay?
Now with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 on Verizon 5G, no more purposes now. Download a movie on the go.
And part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United States.
Well, now I've got to do the thing so I can go. We can tell her what it is that she needs to do to get through all this and let her know what your plan is.
Here's
So, because I literally have to do it, so. Yeah. Well, if you take the 80 across to get into California, it takes you up over Donner Pass and into Sacramento. It's not any different at all. But you said you're going to be going up to Oregon to see your grandmother or your grandmother's friend. So you'll probably be coming down to 5. Tyson? Yeah. It's nice to meet
you. And where's she at?
person of interest. Our family rails on Brian in a new statement saying, Brian left Gabby in the wilderness with grizzly bears and wolves while he sits in the comfort of his home. More of that statement shortly. Gabby's mom says the last heard from her 3 weeks ago today. While the couple didn't want to, this was more of a mental health break than a domestic assault, and that they considered Brian the victim. Brian and Gabby, it's his resource center, while Gabby
don't know what Brian knows.
Brian knows a lot. Brian knows a fucking lot.
Your silence is
They would have been found that girl. He had something to do with it.
They continued, Brian, whatever happened in Wyoming happened. The only thing you control is what you do now. Tell us where Gabby is. You tarnish your love for her with your silence. CBC's Valerie Castro spoke with Gabby's father in Florida today. She's live for us in the town of Northport on the West Coast, outside Gabby and Brian's home. Valerie?
Chef Joe Petito says at this point he doesn't remember the last time he slept, and he just wants his daughter Gabby to be found. I spoke to him this afternoon about that incident in Utah and the relationship between Gabby and Brian. He says if Gabby had called him and told him that they had had an argument like that, he would have been on the first flight there to pick her up and bring her home. Instead, he says he was unaware of any issues, including mental health problems, that Gabby told Moab police she was suffering from, according to that police report. Is that anything that she had talked to you about?
No, I don't know. You know, again, I have no idea. Maybe she's going through a struggle with him. I have no idea. At the end of the day, here's the thing. It doesn't solve the problem now. Say it's significant, say it's not.
His client says at this point it could be used against him. Following that, the police chief here in Northport, Todd Garrison, tweeted directly to that attorney saying, Northport police need your help in finding Gabby Petito. Please call us to arrange a conversation with Brian Laundrie. 2 people left on a trip, 1 person returned. According to the Daily Mail, Gabby's mother also made her own pleas to the Laundrie family back on September 10th. She tells the Daily Mail that she texted Brian's mother and Brian himself asking for any information about Gabby, but she says her text messages.
From you touch it, you buy it there. To first name basis with the delivery guy in.
Okay, his name is Skipper. It's hard to forget.
It's also a wonderful name. The new City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to where your spending is trending.
Some people say our trade-in process feels too easy. They can't believe it's 100% online.
And gives with the new developments in the case of that missing woman from Northport, investigators say Gabby Petito's boyfriend right there, who returned home from a cross-country trip without her, is a person of interest in the case. And Fox 13 has obtained a police report from Utah describing a fight between the couple days before she disappeared. Fox 13's Kimberly Cuisin joining us live from the Northport Police Department. And boy, there are a lot of people all across the country really just hoping and praying this young girl is somewhere and she'll be found.
Yes, Cynthia, there certainly are. You could say that this has really captured the attention of the world. And the Northport Police Department, along with the FBI, hope all of the reports and social media postings will in fact help. And I want you to take a look at this right here. This is a social media posting, a posting on Twitter from Chief Todd Garrison of the Northport Police Department. Now, Chief down here is very active on Twitter, and he just put out his own plea, calling on Brian Laundrie's family's attorney, Stephen Bertolino, to help find Gabby. He says, quote, please call us to arrange a conversation with Brian Laundrie. 2 people left on a trip and 1 person returned. And really tonight, that's all that anybody wants to do. They want to find Gabby Petito.
It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. Gabby Petito never goes out of that. As 22-year-old Gabby Petito and her boyfriend, 23-year-old Brian Laundrie, set out across the country in this van, documenting their trip and experiences. But it's become a mystery, and Northport police want to solve it. Communication from an emotional strain between the pair and increased their arguments. According to the report, Gabby went into a manic state, fearing he would leave her behind, and slapped him. Officers separated the pair for the night, and no charges were filed. 13 days later, Gabby would go silent, and Brian and his family would lawyer up.
I think we're just pleading with him at this point to please speak with us. We need to understand those details.
They put out a release yesterday saying they remain in the background. That is not good. We need the details.
And the Norfolk Police Department here is now the lead investigation, the lead agency investigating this case along with where Gabby remains. Cynthia, back to you.
Let's hope they get just the exact tips they need to work this case, that's for sure. Thank you, Kimberly.
It is the case for the congregation. We're introducing Gabrielle Petito. She went on a cross-country road trip with her Brian Laundrie. She never came back. He did. He's the last person police believe she was with. Now investigators don't remember all along the personal interest in her disappearance. He is still not talking. Tonight, the family's desperate search for answers. First, let's go to Officer Keats have an accident. There's going to be more about this couple's relationship here and the altercation they had in Utah a few short weeks before Gabby's family last heard from her.
The police chief here is begging the boyfriend's attorney to let them talk to him. He told police in Utah that the two had been fighting after spending so much time on the road together. But as the police chief here points out, two left and only one came back.
The pictures Gabrielle Petito posted to Instagram on August 12th in Arches
this is
National
good
Park in Utah show
She
a
didn't come
couple in
back.
love. The police report made the same day shows a couple in turmoil. At 4:30 in the afternoon, a witness reported an altercation to Moab police, and officers stopped their van near the national park. Officers wrote Gabrielle was crying uncontrollably and said she was struggling with her mental health. Boyfriend Brian Laundrie told officers she was afraid he was going to leave her in Moab and that she swung at him while he grabbed her face and pushed her back. Officers separated them for the night and didn't file charges, saying nothing rose to the level of assault. Police wrote Brian said the 4 or 5 months on the road together created emotional strain.
You don't know what Brian knows.
Brian know more than that.
I'm hoping to talk to him. He needs to talk to us.
The chief even wrote on Twitter an open invitation to Laundrie's attorney. The home his parents own only a mile from the police station in Northport is now surrounded by media, as police say he is the last person they know was with Gabby. But when family last heard from her on August 25th, 13 days after the incident, Moab police investigated. Police say he got back to Northport September 1st, and that they recovered the truck from the home September 11th, the day she was reported missing.
I really think for the integrity of this investigation that it's important that we not release anything we don't really know.
Police do say they have collected surveillance video from a number of locations, potentially nationwide. Searches are ongoing in the Grand Tetons, 500 miles north of where police spoke to them in Moab, when they told police they were in love, engaged to be married, and didn't want to see anyone charged with a crime. It was the worst of times, and, according to Instagram, the best.
She's out there. We're doing everything in our power to bring her home. But obviously, we have a role to plan for the worst.
Northport police say that there will be a press conference at the police station here tomorrow.
I think she's dead.
The FBI and a member of Gabby's
She ain't
family.
live no more.
They say they're
She
doing
been gone
that to
since
not
August.
necessarily announce a break in the case, but to give media here a chance to speak with them. We are awaiting body camera footage of the altercation in Utah. Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
I was the queen of rock, and I went to no pussy.
I felt like the world belonged to me. And Gabby's family is calling her boyfriend's silence, quote, reprehensible and selfish.
The boyfriend know
This is
where
a
she
statement
at.
tonight released following the developments out of Northport. They accuse Brian Laundrie of leaving her in the wilderness while he, quote, sits in the comfort of his home. Let's go now to Fox 13's Justin Matthews, who's live in Tampa. And Justin, Gabby's father and stepfather, they spoke with Fox News today. Tell us what they had to say.
Hey, Kelly, or Gabby's family are just hoping that someone recognizes her from her pictures. Before 22-year-old Gabby Petito was reported missing, her father says she was doing one of her favorite things, going on adventures.
Gabby always wanted to travel and see the amazing sights. She's doing it, and that's awesome to see.
Joe Petito says while they may have lived hundreds
I
of
think
miles
she's
apart,
dead
he was
already.
able to spend some time with Laundrie, but says he wishes he knew him better.
I was living in New York and they were down in Florida, so Not as well as I would like to, but there still weren't any red flags that would indicate we would be here today.
Laundry is home now, and Gabby is nowhere to be found.
My daughter's not here. Our daughter's not here. We don't even know where she is, what state she's in. You know, we're shooting from the hip here and trying to do what we can.
Gabby's family says the last time she texted her mom, she said she was heading to Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. To help law enforcement with the investigation in any way they can, Gabby's stepfather, Jim Schmidt, arrived in Jackson, Wyoming late Tuesday night.
Right now, the police are doing everything they can, and that's all we can rely on right now is that all these law enforcement agencies are working together collectively, and they're doing their best to find out what happened, where she is.
In the meantime, Gabby's family hopes everyone pays close attention to her pictures.
You need to look at Gabby. Memorize her name. Memorize the tattoo.
As investigators are continuing to find answers tonight, someone sees and recognizes Gabby. Kelly?
We hope they do. Somebody does, and I know a lot of people working in that to get this resolved and that she is brought home safely. All right. Thank you so much, Justin. Well, the FBI has set up a national tip hotline, too, and that's what they want. All the phone calls, all the tips to go this direction. It's on your screen, 1-800-225-5324. You can also submit tips online at tips.fbi.gov. And we will, of course, continue to follow the latest in the search for Gabby. And we'll bring you tomorrow's press conference from Northport Live on air and on our Facebook page.
Thank you for being here. Obviously, I think it's very important that we get in. Yeah, I think we can all make it.
Like I said, I think she's dead. I think she already dead.
Crisis can happen unexpectedly to anyone.
Well, she out there hiding.
He, of course, has. We had Massa on our stream earlier, Josh, and if Brian Laundrie is a free man right now, if he wanted to pick up a plane ticket and fly to another country, he absolutely could do so.
Right.
He could. And so...
But he doesn't look very good in the eyes of the public, based on how close this couple was, how young they are, the circumstances of where they were. I mean, this was a very grown-up trip. I mean, they were going across the country. They were stopping at all these places. And great, that's free spirit. That we have the ability to do that in this country and have as much fun as you can. But then when you come to a situation like this, information is key and speed is key in trying to find a missing person. Right now, they don't have much of either. So I think and I hope that he'll come forward soon to say something, or they find something on him to force him to come in to say something.
Kim Albright, hashtag, I think she meant JB. What about his financial information to check where he used a credit card to pay for gas, just to pinpoint where they look? They're looking at all of that. Everything is on the table here. Jim with the magic question. Hashtag JB. Any word on why or how he ended up with her vehicle? He ended up with her vehicle. You feel a sinking feeling in your stomach when you watch that clip and you see Gabby.
Lost the current. Bravo, Romeo, India, Alpha, November. And then what? His reaction was to do what? He's going to be out of Florida. He was jabbed you? Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you're getting sampled, but I understand that you took the one with hit you. You know, where did he hit you? Oh, hang on.
You booked a spacious Verbo summer home with a pool big enough for the most epic.
We do have some new developments tonight in the search for Gabrielle Petito. Fox News has confirmed that the police in Utah were called to an incident involving Gabby and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, some 2 weeks before she was last seen.
Search is being prepared in the Grand Tetons, and that they hope she is returned to her family soon. Her family says that may depend on what the boyfriend is willing to say. While Gabrielle Petito's colorful Instagram and YouTube posts are being dissected by police,
Hello, and good morning.
her family asked this in black and white. How does boyfriend Brian Laundrie stay in the background when he is the one person who knows where Gabrielle is located?
Unless you're the parent, you know, you just can't describe how that feeling is because you've never felt it before. And I pray that no one ever feels it again.
They were reacting to this statement from Laundrie's attorney that says it is their understanding a search has been organized in or near the Grand Tetons, and that on behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope it is successful and that she is reunited with her family. Police towed the van they were in from a home owned by Laundrie's family in Northport this weekend. Brian was at home, but police say refused to talk. Police were back in the neighborhood today, but didn't go into the Laundrie's house.
You had someone who was in constant communication with.
They say he had referred to her as the love of his life.
What we need is to bring Gabby home.
Thanks, Scott. Fox 13 News has confirmed a new development in the case of missing 22-year-old Gabby Petito. A family spokesperson says Gabby was last seen alive at the Fairfield Inn and Suites on Admiral Byrd Road on August 24th.
That hotel is just west of the Salt Lake City International Airport, and we went there last night. Staff wouldn't speak to us on camera, but they did say the FBI and police officers have visited the hotel recently. They also tell us Gabby stayed there for more than a day. And this morning, the search for Gabby is now focused on Wyoming. That's where she and Brian reportedly were when she last spoke to her mother.
Her stepfather is there now and spoke to Fox News about the efforts to find Gabby.
Now, you know, the police are doing it.
And this morning, we're also learning more about an interaction Gabby and Brian Laundrie had with Moab police. A police report indicates it happened on August 12th.
A bystander saw a fight between the two and called police. Fox 13's John Franke explains what's in that report.
Is 4 pages long. No criminal charges were filed through this, but it gives us a glimpse into the couple's relationship in the days before Gabby vanished. This is the police report. 2 officers responded to what's described as a domestic problem near the Moonflower Co-op in downtown Moab. One officer wrote, "It wasn't clear, but I believe it was reported the male had been observed to have assaulted the female." Officers spotted the couple's van near the entrance to Arches National Park. They were caught driving 30 miles per hour over the speed limit. When the couple stopped, an argument took place. The slap. They also described Gabby's body camera footage of the interaction.
Kylan Schulte and Kristen Turner, and say they are investigating all possible leads.
Stay with Fox 13 News as we continue to track the search for Gabby Petito. We have a crew in Wyoming this morning, and we'll have continued coverage for you this morning, both on the air and online. If you've seen Gabby, or if you have any information that can help investigators, call 800-CALL-FBI. That's 800-225-5324.
For me, Dropbox is a seamless way of ensuring that I have access to documents across my cell phone, my iPad, my computer. My clients have access to it.
I think she's dead. It would have been found.
missing 22-year-old woman we've been talking about this week. Gabby Petito was last seen in Wyoming about 3 weeks ago. Her family in Long Island, New York, wants answers from her fiancé. The two have been documenting their travels across the country. Police call him a person of interest, but he has not been charged or questioned in the case. We're now learning about an incident between the couple. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, has been following this story. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning to you. Family is still holding on to hope. A police report from Moab, Utah, shows Gabby Petito and her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, got into a physical altercation on August 12th. More than a week's strain between them. He and his parents have retained.
I think she dead. I think she already dead.
Yeah.
Faces, new ones. I look forward to spending some time with all of you over the next few days. If we all would just settle down.
That my best friend, she a real bad.
Professionals from all over the tri-state area. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you with us. We've got a lot of ground to cover, and I welcome information to share, so let's get started. With an update on this morning's schedule, Detective Abigail Baker.
I've been seeing some crazy shit on Facebook.
Yeah, super.
Be a lot of nigga, be a bunch of nigga bashing on Facebook, bro.
I was gonna say, good Lord, brother. It takes you 3 hours there, brother. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
No bad, bro.
I was trying to get you with it. He said, hold on. Somebody help this man get to the screen. My goodness. I don't do you like that on my line. I'll pop you right in.
My bad.
You got me on that 45 minutes waiting on him, man. Boy, wait till I get in this live. I got to tell you something.
Yeah, let me be, bro.
You mad at me, man? Good Lord.
I'm dead, bro. Still.
I am sorry, man. That my JoJo KC for.
Yeah, man.
No, what's good?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm gonna go out here and give me some meat. I just laid back all day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got up, man. I took a shower. I got laid back in the bed, played a little bit of games on the phone. After that, man, I just laid right back, just doing nothing, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a lazy day. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do something, man, I ain't done in a long time. You guys don't see me on here in a while. I'm gonna go down here and rob a liquor store right quick.
Big shot. Transformation.
I've been posted in the green since the store was stop and go. No trying to cope. What's the deal? Got this cash, but I don't like to brag. Now Lil Haynes pulling up in a motherfucking drag. Man, y'all talking all this hype, but y'all rhymes is real fair. Let me hit up Courtney B. I heard.
Some people say our trade-in process feels too easy. They can't believe it's 100% online and gives them a competitive offer that won't change for 7.
Don't watch me. Watch Nolazine TV.
Hey y'all, this is Miss Sharonda. You're watching Nolazine TV. Whenever I call my girl, she always got my baby.
Why you got me doing this? Whenever I call my girl, she got my back.
Nothing's wrong with that, right?
No.
I'm going to change it up in every aspect. I never have to call my girl. She always got my baby. Because why should you have to call her? She should already know things. Like, she should know that you need to eat. She should know that you need this or that. She shouldn't have to call her. See, it make the whole song sound completely different. Right. One word.
Okay. So, you know, as everyone knows, your son is one like rap star, but everybody don't know that you have a daughter that can sing.
Oh yeah, she sings beautiful. Just as good as Kentrell rap. She sings as good as that.
And your third child, I don't know what he do.
Kendall love cars. He just love cars and stuff like that.
He like fast cars, huh?
Like cars.
He's always inspired by fast cars, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, you know, and with this internet paint this bad picture about you and everything, I want you to explain who Sharonda is, like, to the world.
Who, me?
Yeah, because, you know, like, everybody think you crazy. So.
I'm not.
I know you're not crazy.
I'm very, very nice. I am so nice. I don't like liars. I don't like thieves. I don't like people trying to get over on people or use other people. Like, really, like, I'm...
Like, in the jungle, your day was just all these, like... And is it more like a daycare?
It's like I always passcode. I would give you, you know, everything. Like, you got body for, you know, to catch me in. And like,
well, your son came out of jail.
You don't need your body to catch me in. Like, I feel like, I say a hoe want attention. A lady pays attention.
Come on, man. I want to
know
know something about your son, goddammit.
Been here for years and people don't even know their names.
Yeah, I came fast. And this is my 3rd year.
Yeah,
so a lot of people been 2 years with us.
I was thinking you had been doing it.
Yeah, when I first started, I was giving everybody shit.
Yeah, this is Miss Sharonda. You need to check out Fuchsia's TV. Young boy's mother.
Okay. How you feeling today? You know
I'm good. I'm always good.
Yeah, you look nice. I like, you know, the makeup, the hair. You look nice. Yeah, so, you know, let's start it back, you know what I'm saying, take it back a minute and say, you're originally from the north side, right, of Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your childhood like when you was coming up out there?
I stayed inside a lot, like, my brother was dead, so, you know, I knew about the life because of my brother. He really, like, wants to be a man, like, and I always tell my friends, like, you know, you're here for me, you know, I have to talk to my children, all this and that, because I never did want my children to be used to, you know, somebody, you know, and be used to me.
Yeah, okay. So, growing up, though, like, when you was in the house and stuff like that, like, what music was you?
They'll go around the corner and, sit on me for,
We don't want to hear that, man. We want to hear a run son, dum-dum. Damn.
Honey Mob been here. That's how I gotta get it in right now. Flat out, nigga. Your whole car smells like neck bones and rice.
Be happy, nigga. They got everybody else to check the bottom, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And but that's dumb. You mess the NBA YoungBoy money up, nigga. You trying to have a good relationship with these people, and you gonna say, Nate, you see what I'm saying? Niggas need to be lucky that they still here to see another day. But niggas out say what they did. They couldn't have mismanaged them because it ain't all the way they popped off. So why would he say that? You know what I'm saying? And that's real, bro. This is what you gotta think about, bro.
What it is, what it ain't, you already know it's top kid.
Now, we want to talk about NBA YoungBoy, nigga. And we want to talk about all the moves that he making, brother. And we want to talk about the Motown deal that he did, man. You know what I mean? The joint venture, man. I'm talking about involving all of the artists, nigga. When we talking about that, this contract, it stands to Quando Rondo, No Cap, and the rest of, you know what I'm saying, Roy J. You sometimes repping New Rose. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? We got a lot of artists up under the 4K Trade movement, man, that's coming. And this is the biggest move for NBA YoungBoy for this reason. For the simple fact that when he did this and he made this move, and him and OG33 and all of them put their minds together and do things like this, then that takes a lot of pressure off of them and off of him, because he oversees a lot of things. We talking about, you know, and you got to understand, man, that they need the bread and they need more hands in the pot, you know, making money off the artists and stuff like that, because that's what's really going to happen. But what y'all got to understand is that's more promotion and more people that's going to take it serious. You don't have that many people that got free will like that over there in NBA. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why this contract don't extend to Baby Joe and stuff like that is because of the simple fact that Baby Joe has nothing to do with that label as far as the business aspect. You see what I'm saying? That man signed a deal with Fee. You see what I'm saying? For the Motown deal, but you'll never know. They're probably getting them whole creative.
This one is from 4 years ago. It's me home. We had such high hopes for her. Poor girl lost her way. $75,000?
Yeah, 3 checks in the same month. But Amy, $75,000, Shadi Ferguson, $75,000, and $100,000 Franklin's fund for Sade Lee.
Renee Smith and Chardin is her mom, and they were struggling. But there's no way the church could have paid out $250,000. Sherry must have been out and checked the mom. My husband decided himself. Yes, it's my choice. Can you told me it was for? I told you about that last good now. Connect with Patricia. He said it would cost a lot. Anything in return? Just to keep working towards the development. The murder wanted a down payment working for them. And then keep my mouth shut. But what? About him being nasty. He gave me a room, asked if I had bad thoughts, asked me to talk about my temptations. Anything else happened? Shut him down. Cut the check. That money is long gone. Did you ever tell anyone? Everyone at that church thinks that. You hear about that account? What knows about it? Yeah, girls are all upset. You're not. This is Renee's week here too. Front and center, like always. Jesus did us to all us girls. I'm sure he is. I'm not a broken day. He has worked in a year. Was that the only reason the Reverend Vicar got it? Like breaking him back into the night? Just a lot more. Like what? Is he the rest of my friend? He's not. Anyway, I got a better still. No, but I bet I'm happy here it wasn't spiritual. Don't you, Carla?
How often did this keep on this? I thought that would be a better place to talk than I was. This is about the investment now. I should get the investigation proceed. Look, there are no racist lines in this question. I thought I wanted to raise up this community, this is my church. What's up? I thought I wanted to see a black man rise in the NYPD. But I had risen. As have you. These investigators are making salacious implications, concocting conspiracies. I worry for future results behind our new investment. Where the stories are deeper here. Promise me you won't be a cold investigation. That's all I need to know. I'm always here to make a Christian. At this point, I'll resign. I talk to you later. This house protects your kids. All right, man.